Good morning, boys and girls. Today, first, we are going to learn how to play a game. You're going to need this page that has a lot of strips that go from 1 to 5. You really only need 2 of them. So I cut my one off the bottom, and then you would just need to cut another one off, okay? So you're going to need someone to play this game with you. And you're each going to have a strip. I only cut off one because I only have one person, but I'm going to explain to you how you play, okay? So we are going to try to guess the number. Each of us is going to cover up a number. So I have my number strip and my partner has their number strip, and we are sitting back to back so that way I can't see their number strip and they can't see my number strip, okay? So sitting back to back so we can't see each other's number strip, I'm going to use anything. It can be a counter, it can be a Lego, it can be a block, it can be a penny, anything to cover a number. Okay? Once I have my number covered, I'm going to give my partner clues to help them know what number I have covered without telling them the number. So I can't say, oh, 2. I can't tell them what number I covered. Maybe I could say this number is greater than 1. We want them to guess a couple of times. So if it's greater than 1, it could be 2, 3, 4, or 5. Maybe I could say this number is less than 5. Maybe I could say this number is less than 3. I could say this number is in between 1 and 3. I could say this number is the sum, remember sum, the answer to an addition problem. This number is the sum of 1 plus 1. This number is the difference. Remember, difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. This number is the difference of 3 minus 1. So we don't want to just tell them what number we've covered. We want to give them clues and they're guessing, okay? Once they guess what number you've covered, it's their turn to give you clues to what number they covered, okay? And you have your number strip so you can look. If they say, oh, my number is less than 4, okay, so I can find 4. And then I can remind myself what numbers are less than 4. Does this make sense? I hope that this is fun. It's kind of like the game Battleship, but only we're not, or Guess Who. I think I'm thinking of Guess Who, not Battleship. It's like Guess Who, where you have the little people and you ask questions and then you have to flip the people down. This is like a smaller version of that game, only we're guessing numbers instead of people, okay? So you can pause this video and you can go play this game with someone in your house, and I hope that you have fun. When you are done and you come back, we're going to look at our math page for today. For today, did you play your game? Did you have fun? For today, we are doing our math page number 8. So we're going to start by writing our name at the top. Remember, only the first letter of your name should be capitalized. All the rest are lowercase. Today, we have 3 numbers that we are practicing. Oh my goodness. And guess what? These numbers make a pattern. Can you name the pattern? Let's say the pattern first. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. What is the name of this pattern? Is it an AB pattern, an AAB pattern, an ABAB, ABB, I don't know which one I said first, or ABC pattern? It's an ABC pattern. ABC. Good job. All right, to practice our number 2, I'm holding my pencil back further so that way you can see my tip. But I want you to make sure that you're holding your pencil down close to the end of your pencil so that way you can control it, okay? I'm holding it back further so I can put my pencil at an angle so I can show you how I'm making my numbers. So I'm starting at the start. I do not pick my pencil up to make the number 2. I go around, down, and back across. I don't pick my pencil up until I'm all the way done. I also don't pick my pencil up with the number 3. I start at the start and I go around the tree, around the tree. Okay. For the number 4, I do pick my pencil up. So I start at the start, I go little line down, little line over, and then I pick my pencil up and go to the top line and come down. Number 4 is the only number of these 3 that I pick my pencil up in the middle of it. All right. Draw a line to the same number of school supplies. To the same number of school supplies. How many bells are there? 1, 2, 3. Let's practice touching them as we count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Being able to touch and count is called one-to-one correspondence, and that's something that is super important and that we work on. And when you came into the class, that is how I watched you count with the blocks. So remember to touch as you count. And that's also why we follow and track the words in a book, is building that one-to-one correspondence. So we said that there are 3 bells. On this side, we also have to find the square with 3 bells. Did you find it? Put your finger on it. Right here, right? So we're going to draw a line from our first box of 3 bells to our second box of 3 bells. Then you're going to find how many book bags. How many book bags? Some people call it a backpack. I always call it a book bag. I don't know. People don't know what I talk about when I talk about a book bag. You're going to count how many crayons. How many crayons? You're going to count how many glues. How many glues? Draw your lines from the matching the boxes. And then count the crayon boxes. Write the number in the cloud. Count how many crayon boxes there are. Write that number down here in the cloud. I hope that you guys have so much fun doing the math.